The whole school year, me and my friend Will had been talking about going to the beach. So finally, one Friday night, we decided we would go for it. I wanted to get to Wilmington early, and I knew it was a long drive, and I wanted to get a good parking spot. So I convinced Will to get up at 3 a.m. So I found myself sliding out of bed like a seal off of a warm rock. And eventually, I made it out the door, and I was on my way to Will's house. We threw our boogie boards in his Tacoma and started the long drive to Wilmington. The drive to Wilmington is very boring, and it's about a 2.5 to 3 hour long drive, and it feels like the landscape is looping over and over again. So we entertained ourselves by by blasting music on Will's subs, intertwining the melodic strains of Thundercat with rap and an assortment of other interesting sounds. The drive was over before we knew it, and the now illuminated landscape revealed a drab, overbearing blanket of clouds and random showers of rain. How are we going to get a tan at the beach if it's raining? Due to our lack of planning, we had made no consideration for weather. Silly, right? Simple plans to play basketball had been stopped by less. So we went to McDonald's to watch the radar and decide what to do over some apple pies and coffee. Turns out the storm had decided it would be funny if it became a tropical depression. But undaunted, Will and I went onward and picked up some snacks, energy drinks for our cooler at Walmart, which, according to my sister who goes to UNCW, is super sketchy. We then went to park in the free spot, perks of UNCW sister, and walked in the rain, loaded down with boogie boards, skim boards, chairs, and a cooler. We made our way over the bridge, across the island, down the beach, and we were finally at the ocean. We'd made it. The ocean raging before us, its eager swells rising from the deep, tasting the fresh, salty air, sending their huge, angry, frightened steeds racing towards the beach, where they are corralled and calmed. Though now and then, one or two of the equine forms would race back towards the churning slate herd, leap into their stampede, flicking its pure white tail and valiantly stride out the other side, searching for freedom. The south wind, caused by the storm, was causing huge dark waves, and so of course we went to ride them with our boards. The current was super strong, and we struggled just to get past the first trough to the big waves behind, trying to dig our feet into the sand before the current takes us 10 feet down the shore. On the way back, as we went to our chairs, we plowed back through the wind, using our boards to protect from the stinging sand whipped up by the wind. Once we got back to our chairs, we were still getting pummeled by the chilling wind and sand. So we did the logical thing, and dug a hole to warm up and get out of the chilling wind. Around noon, the storm cleared out, and we were able to go to the Wilmington skate park, which had dried very quickly and was rideable. We made it back home around 12 without injury, and all in all, the trip was super fun and totally worth it. Even though there were poor conditions and we barely planned anything, we probably had more fun than we would have without the mishaps. I would encourage all of you to do something random and spontaneous with your friends. Seek discomfort, and if all goes to crap, just remember, 100 bad days made 100 good stories.